I expected that stakeholders or all world leaders who were present there were going to give some actionable statements or words that will make people act, because we know that we haven't completed or achieved what we wanted to in the program of action that was adopted in 1994. So I was just looking forward to the fact that those who have lagged behind, those who haven't reached where they wanted to reach, what would they actually learn new from it, from the meeting that was held or the summit that was held, so that when they come back, they can really act on whatever they have adopted. That's the program of action, talking about creating quality lives for all people. We can all attest to the fact that when we see ourselves in Ghana here, a lot of people are not living quality lives. So what really can they do to improve the lives of the people? Because they also said that everyone would be reached. Everyone should actually benefit from the program of action, but not everyone has gotten that benefit. So what would they actually do? So those were my expectations, that there should be actionable and practical things that were going to be said for stakeholders and then leaders to take something from it, so that when they go back to their home countries, they can really implement the program of action to touch the lives of everyone. If we can do that, reiterating the challenges rather than talking more about solutions. The challenges were reconfirmed, or the challenges were re-talked about, but I expected that more solutions would have been talked about than the challenges.
The ICPD25 conference, going into it, I expected it to highlight most of the issues that were brought up when the ICPD25 plan of action was set. And then also I expected to see an inclusive kind of conference where we had persons with disabilities and even refugees also being part of the discussions and interactions. I also expected to have a safe environment where we could have these discussions, devoid of any racial abuse or physical or mental abuse. And then also, I expected to see a lot more countries make commitments, especially financial ones, to the resolution and then the attainment of the plan of action. These were met during the conference. I must even say quite a large number of institutions and countries made significant financial commitments towards the fulfillment of the plan of action. So at the conference venue, there was this section which was the youth cannon, called the Pamoja or lightning cannon, where we had a couple of sessions. Young people also came there. They interacted with each other. They even had power to charge their phones over there. And among some of the sessions that we had there was one on building sustainable partnerships. And notably among there was the Crown Princess Mary of Denmark. She was there present to show her support for projects that are geared towards SRH issues, and also commit to helping young people who are interested in also carrying out projects related to sexual reproductive health. I think it was a good one because she, given her status, set that example for people of her status to also get on board and assist with that. And then that also encouraged the young ones there to also feel supported because of how she was willing to also show that support to us.
So I enjoyed 2 sessions, and those were the youth signature session where a lot of young people were present. So the session was all about young people. It was young people who came to make presentations and then laid their grievances and then also whatever they think concerns them. Young people with disabilities, those in refugee camps, and then other young people in different fields came on board. They were the ones on the panel who were speaking, not elderly people. So I think I liked that session. And then also the session that talked about young girls in Africa. So it made the session real. They were there to talk about the issues themselves and not someone coming to talk on their behalf, so that we feel the intensity of the challenges they face in their home countries. And it wasn't far from what we were also seeing here in Ghana. So I like that session because a lot of recommendations were made by the girls who were on the panel.
Youth participation at the ICPD25 was awesome. I mean, we had young people taking roles in almost every part of the program. And I think the youth population there was quite remarkable. Probably I'll give it a 90%, considering those that were assisting with logistics, those who were moderating sessions at the place, those that were making presentations and all that. I mean, it was very remarkable and a plus.
So on a scale of 0 to 10, I'll rate the youth participation at the ICPD Summit on 8, because I thought that more could have been done. And in most of the sessions, a lot of sessions were held. I couldn't attend all of them, I can't. So, but the ones that I did attend, it was okay, because that is what we've not had that for some time. So I think it's an improvement that a lot of young people were given the space, because if they were in most of the sessions, they were given the chance to share their opinions on the issues. So it's good. So what I actually took from the summit was that we should hold our stakeholders accountable, because we have heard of the commitments they have made, if not all, some. So if we don't even know about it, we should find out and be able to hold them accountable, because there was a statement that unless the human rights of people are complete or is really promoted, there are policies, and we know we have a lot of the policies. And then also it should reflect in the communities, because those are the places that humans need services. And then also the services should be available and accessible to everyone. So if we talk about family planning, or if we talk about contraception, the policies are there. It should be given to the communities, or the community should have the information and education. Then also there should be the service provision level where everyone can access it. That is how we can promote the human rights of people, and not only with the policies that we have.
Yes, so my takeaway from the ICPD 25 conference is that a lot more needs to be done, considering the fact that a lot of commitments that were made have still not been attained, and that it would really take a lot more commitment, both financial and human-wise, in order to attain that. And then again, it's a wake-up call to everyone to make sure that efforts related to sexual and reproductive health are accelerated in order to attain that kind of action. It's the only way that could be done.
After ICPD, we had a regular radio program on youth, or on young people. So I was able to share my thoughts on it. At least I gave some updates on what actually transpired there, because not everyone had the opportunity to know what was going on. So that platform was an opportunity for me to share what I learned from the summit, so that at least they give the idea to some young people who don't even know about it, and they can go further to search about the ICPD Summit. So that's what I've actually done after the ICPD.
So beyond the ICPD 25, mobilizing young people through the power of social media in order to get them to also be on board, be aware of what the ICPD plan of action requires them to do in order to attain it, and also build on partnerships that I have built or forged at the conference in order to see such projects done in my country, because we are also a key player in terms of population and development, and a lot more would need to be done here in order to see that kind of plan of action implemented very well. Then also There were sessions on data-driven accountability methods that assists countries in order to track how development is going on and how much more would need to be done in order to attain the best figures possible in line with the ICPD25 plan of action. So that fund of knowledge is what I'm going to also build on in order to see essential data that would move or propel development being generated. Already the boss of our statistical service department has committed to such a move, and it's just right that we the youth also support such efforts through technology in order to make sure that such development is attained. What's next? We've done all the talk. I mean, all the good words have been said. Enough statistics have been thrown around to show how the situation is. There were infographics and all. I mean, manuals, publications, what have you. I think it's time for action. All those committed to the ICPD must actually put in a deliberate plan to achieve all the commitments that they've made. We can't rest on just making commitments and then we wait for the next ICPD or the next conference to come and say how much we are lacking behind and what haven't been done right. Yes, there are challenges, but then I think if we put our mind to it and we work at it, we can attain the kind of action that we have set before us. A lot of people have committed and shown why they march for the population and development agenda. And I think if we put in that same energy into trying to attain the plan of action resolutions, we will definitely attain it. We all know a lot of power rests in government to also propel such efforts. So we also plead with our heads of states and institutions, stakeholders that are directly involved in the success of such commitments to also pull their weight and make sure that we attain the plan of action.
So after ICPD and everything, I'm looking forward to the fact that I've learned something. How can I also inspire other young girls like myself? Because not every young person is motivated, not every young person is inspired to even move forward in education. So it's about me going into my community, identifying those I think I can help, those who are younger than myself to help, and then also stepping up my advocacy with our radio program. So anytime I must be available to share my thoughts, to share whatever I had learned from the ICPD Summit, so that it inspires other young girls and then other young people to be accountable and be responsible in everything they do, so that we all create the world we want to see. So that's what I'm looking forward to.